Good evening and welcome to BWTM Sports Gaming. If you haven't subscribed already, know that this channel is no nonsense. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to be non-biased. I do not buy into the media hype trains. I don't listen to the media. I have my own opinion. I have my own mindset. And I've been quite spot on of recent times when it comes to boxing events. So don't forget to rate, subscribe, leave your comments. I had I had two calls from two trainers. One, Usyk's former trainer, Uncle James Ali Bashir, currently training Vlad Tsarenko, and Mike Tyson's old trainer, Stacey McKinley. They both rang me. It's always nice to chop it up with them. They said to me, who do you think's going to win the fight? And it's lovely to hear from those types of world-class trainers. The fact that they would call me to ask me what I think of a fight it's good to know that my opinions are respected. So on to this one. I've been spending my time observing Moses Itauma. I'm not feeling him. I'm sorry, I just don't feel him. You look at somebody, you try and get into them, try and get into their rhythm, try and get into kind of like you get a feeling about a guy. Yeah, this guy's real McCoy. A lot of Moses Itauma, I'm afraid to say, is hype. He's a hype man. He's got a big hype train behind him. Hype. There's nothing to suggest in his resume and the guys he's fought so far that he can beat Dillian Whyte. Nobody he has fought has shown like he's fought that you could say yeah he'll beat Dillian Whyte. Nobody. Nobody on his resume. First thing. Second thing, Moses Itauma has never fought a guy that has come with intention to take his head off. Three, Moses Itauma has never fought a guy who has got the world against him. The guys the Moses Itauma fought so far are meant to fall over. Four, despite the media hype, Moses Itauma hasn't blown everybody. He hasn't knocked everybody out. There's one guy, but there's a guy he fought, I think he might be Ukrainian or Russian, Dubvekko or something like that. I said this before, and Itauma went 6 rounds with him, and Itauma was blowing out his ass. Okay, he was blowing out of his ass when he fought this guy, hands down by the side. I'm just putting it out there for you people. I'm letting you know. You might not want to hear this stuff. They are blowing smoke up this boy's ass, right? Let me tell you something now. There's a difference between a real bad man and a media bad man. There's a big difference. A real bad man is about that. You don't have to act. A real bad man knows another real bad man. Do you understand? A bad man knows a bad man, and a bad man knows a fraud. And Dillian Whyte is seeing Moses Itauma as a fraud. And Moses Itauma is going to have to show Dillian Whyte in this fight coming up, that he's not fraud. He's got a problem. Moses Itauma's got a huge problem. Let me take you back to something, yeah? Moses Itauma's had to show his own way, He can say what he wants to say. He sounds good. He'll come out. He'll put his hands out. He'll pose. He'll do all this nonsense. It's cool because it's fine. Until there's a bad man that looks back at you and tells you, don't try that shit with me. Don't try that shit. I will punch you up right now. I will punch you up. I don't business. I will punch you. Listen, I will punch you up. And the fact that Dillian Whyte, go back and look at, that's why I like head to head. This is why I don't think they wanted to do that first press conference. Because Itauma would have been shook from back then. You didn't want all the old man stuff. So they thought, well, if you do a final press conference, he won't get shook that much. It went backfire. Because as far as I'm concerned, the first face-off these guys had, Dillian Whyte's in his face. He said, listen, don't try that stuff with me. What are you trying to act like a bad man? But you're not a bad man. You are not a bad man. You are just a schoolboy. And you've got to look at the realities. It is a schoolboy. Just come out of college, or just in college, just coming out of college. Versus a grown man. This is a boy versus a man. And this is a man that's trained, not just in boxing, in kickboxing. And he would have seen many a bad man, Dillian Whyte. You'd have thought Derek Chisora, who's a nutcase. What the hell is scary about Moses Itauma? Everything that's scary about Moses Itauma is beard by the media. Tell me, if you look at Moses Itauma, I say, okay, he's knocked these guys out, okay. But who's he knocked out for you to say, wow, that was a knockout? Dempsey McKean. Is Dempsey McKean now the heir to the heavyweight throne? Is that what you're trying to tell me? And then you say, because Hrgovic should knock out. I told you what I thought about Hrgovic. Didn't Hrgovic get punched up by Joe Joyce? By Dubois, who Dubois got punched up by Joe Joyce, who Joe Joyce got punched up by Chisora, who Dillian Whyte knocked out. I know boxing doesn't go this way, but look at Dillian Whyte's resume. How many guys in Dillian Whyte's resume could he beat Oscar Rivas? Could he beat Joseph Parker? Could he beat Derek Chisora? And all these things, you ask yourself the question. Moses Itauma is potential. Moses Itauma is what you think he can do. Moses Itauma, anybody who's backing Moses Itauma to beat Dillian Whyte is based on imagination. What you think he could do, the potential of what he could do. But he's not done jack shit. He's done nothing. He's not gone 12 rounds. He's not gone 10 rounds. He's not fought a guy who's want to punch him in his mouth. And you got to understand, all the venom, all the stuff, the way Frank Warren's been. I saw clips of Frank Warren and Dillian Whyte, and Frank ignored him. All that stuff. I've seen that. I've seen when Dillian Whyte come out to do the workout. The way he came out to work out and they cut him short. They've been messing Dillian around behind the scenes a lot. And all that venom is winding Dillian up. I hope Francis Warren has a good excuse, because if Dillian punches up this boy, which I can see coming, if he punches up Itauma, really punch and beat him up, Itauma might not fight again, or he might not have a good career after this. So Moses Itauma better be the real McCoy, because what I just saw that weigh-in does not convince me that he's ready for Dillian Whyte. Because go back and look at the weigh-in. Dillian Whyte comes forward to Moses Itauma, and Itauma actually has to take a step back. He's stepping back. If you're a bad man, you face a man, you don't step off a man. This boy was stepping off of Dillian Whyte at the weigh-in. Whyte comes straight to him and he's stepping off. He's stepping back. Dillian Whyte says to me, "You're not a bad man. Don't try and be a bad man." I said, "Where you standing like a bad man? You're not a bad man." It's like Dillian Whyte was talking to Itauma like his dad. He was disciplining him. Dillian Whyte was disciplining Itauma on how to stand. And Itauma never even turned around and said, "What?" If Itauma was a bad man, a real bad man, he would say, "Who do you think you're talking to? Who do you think you're talking to?" That's what Itauma would have done. "Who do you think you're talking to?" He didn't do that. In fact, he submitted to Dillian Whyte. When Dillian said, "Don't pose like that," he submitted to Dillian Whyte. Do you not understand what's going on here? Listen to me. If Itauma has any doubts in his mind, he's going to be ended with... This could be... Listen, I'm getting ready... I'm preparing to get my safeguarding certificate out, because in coaching I do safeguarding officer. I'm starting to get my safeguarding officer thing. I see a 20-year-old man getting beaten up by a 37-year-old man. I'm wondering if this is going to be a safeguarding situation. And if Itauma beats Dillian Whyte, yeah, shout out to Moses Itauma. Shout out to Francis Warren for picking a... I don't think Dillian's going to throw this fight. In me, I think he's coming. I think this bad man is on a rampage. He's going to take all the shit, everything. And I think he's going to put it on the line. Everything in Dillian Whyte feels he's going to put it on the line. And I think, right, that if he doesn't do well, if achieve what he needs to achieve in this fight against Itauma, he'll retire. So I think he's going to go all out, all guns blazing against Itauma. And the question is, and nobody can answer the question, all these people back in Itauma, can he take a punch to the chin? Because if Dillian Whyte hits Moses Itauma on that chin, and he can't take a punch, his brother's proven he can't take a punch. If he can't take a punch, and I think he's susceptible to the left hook. I think he's susceptible to that left hook. And Dillian Whyte is the best left hooker in the heavyweight division at this current time. So Itauma, he's so fast. But do you know what beats speed? Timing. And you see how Moses Itauma, when you see the Mike Balogun knockout, right? I would take you back to the Mike Balogun knockout. When he's backing out in straight lines. If he backs out against Dillian Whyte, like he was backing out against Mike Balogun, he's getting knocked out. He's getting knocked out because Mike Balogun doesn't have a left hook. And when Mike Balogun was leaping in, the difference with Dillian Whyte will be catching him with that left hook. I'm telling you guys here now, Itauma's in some serious trouble. Serious trouble. Serious trouble. If he ain't got, if he's spooked by Dillian Whyte, if he's intimidated by Dillian Whyte, if he's wary about Dillian Whyte, and he can't keep those, it's all right talking all that stuff about the art of war and all this stuff. When you get hit on the chin, we'll understand what kind of art of war you've got. We will see if you're a bad man from Chatham or you're a good boy from Chatham. We're going to find out. We're going to find out because they've created a monster in Dillian Whyte. A monster. A monster. He's probably thinking this jumped up prick is going to come and come and beat me. You must be crazy. He's got the whole world talking about. So I'll punch up this boy. I'm going to punch up this boy because too much. Enough. I've been holding it in and holding it in. I'm being nice and being nice. And you're getting a little taste of it now at the waiting. But what I got waiting for you come fight night is absolutely demonic thoughts that I've got for you, Itauma. I'm telling you. And the thing is, his dad's going to be ringside as well. I hope Itauma can defend himself. I say protect yourself at all times. I hope when the punches come flying in, he can defend himself. That's all I'm saying. Because he ain't fought nobody who's fitting back yet. Nobody. Nobody. That's all I'm saying. If he wins, congratulations. But for me, it ain't looking the same way. I call this fight media Badman versus real Badman. And there's a huge difference. Roll on Saturday night. All you Itauma fans, in your head, in his head, he's got to ask himself a few questions. Question number one is, what gives me the confidence I can beat Dillian Whyte? Sparring? With a head guard? Really? Can I take a Dillian Whyte left hook if he lands it? What happens if this fight gets into the trenches after 6 rounds? What happens if I hit him with my best shot and he's still there and punching me back? And what happens if when I throw my shot, he lands on me? What happens? What happens when if I go out there and I'm nervous or I'm intimidated? What happens if this guy jumps on me and it's not working? What happens then? Is Ben Davison going to tell him and say to him, throw the kitchen sink? Is that what he's going to say to him again? If he gets hurt early in this fight, what is Ben Davison going to do? What did he do with Joshua? Why did they take this fight against Dillian Whyte? There is no reason why they should have taken... There's as much logic in Dillian Whyte, in Moses Itauma taking this fight with Dillian Whyte, as there was Joe Joyce fighting Zhilei Zhang. Not good. I'm sorry. Oh. Good luck, Moses Itauma. But this could be a beating. A very bad beating for a young man. That's what it seems to me. I haven't seen somebody look as crazy as Dillian Whyte. I'll tell you what, the last time I saw somebody with a face looking like that, acting like that, was Michael Watson when he was fighting Chris Eubank Sr., the second fight. And Michael Watson, he was a demon in that fight, I'm telling you. Michael Watson wasn't about boxing, it was about getting rid of Chris Eubank out of boxing, period. So at this point, everything that Dillian Whyte's feeling, Moses Itauma is that punching bag. I'll see you guys on the other side. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, and leave comments. I am out of here. Leave your comments in the comment section. I'm out. Thank you.